We're live now, Chairman. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and welcome back to this licensing subcommittee. This is the decision notice for the application for the grant of a premises license to Reis Restaurant, 85 High Street, Ruislip, HA4 8JB. This notice confirmed the decision of the licensing subcommittee made at the hearing on the 28th of January 2022. Considerations. The subcommittee listened to all representations made and considered the responsible authorities' recommendations. In addition, the subcommittee welcomed the conditions offered by the applicant and their willingness to commit to the licensing objectives at all times. The subcommittee considered all relevant evidence made available to it, and in doing so, took the following into account: licensing objectives, Licensing Act 2003, Hillingdon's licensing policy, guidance issued by the Secretary of State under Section 1H2 of the Licensing Act 2003. The decision. The decision of the subcommittee is to grant the application for a new premises licence subject to the following conditions. The opening hours between Sunday and Thursday shall be 1000 hours until 2330 hours, with the sale of alcohol until 2300 hours. The opening hours on Friday and Saturday shall be between 1000 hours and midnight, with the provision of sale of alcohol until 2330 hours. The opening hours may be extended on New Year's Eve, with the provision of licensable activities until 0300 hours. The premises must also comply with the following conditions. The prevention of crime and disorder. Number 1, the designated premises supervisor, or DPS, a personal license holder or trained member of staff nominating in writing by the DPS, shall be on duty at all times. Number 2, a CCTV system covering the interior and exterior of the premises will be installed to current Metropolitan Police or Home Office standards and shall be kept operational at all times. A, it shall be capable of taking a head and shoulder shot of persons entering the premises, of recording images to an evidential standard in any light, and be capable of storing images for a minimum of 31 days. B, at least one member of staff trained to operate the CCTV system and download images shall be on duty at all times. Footage shall be shown to the police and screenshots provided to them on request. Copies of downloaded images shall be provided to the police on a USB stick, CD, or other acceptable means as soon as possible, and in any case within 24 hours of the requests. Number 3, Challenge 25 shall be operated as the proof of age policy. Number 4, all staff who work at the till will be trained for their roles on induction and be given refresher training every 6 months. Written training records will be kept for each staff member and be produced to police and authorised council officers on request. Training will include identifying persons under 25, making a challenge, acceptable proof of age and checking it, making and recording a refusal, avoiding conflict, and responsible alcohol retailing. Number 5, an incident book shall be kept at the premises and made available to the police or authorised council officers, which will record the following: A, all crimes reported; B, lost property; C, all ejections of customers; D, any complaints received; E, any incidents of disorder; F, any seizures of drugs or offensive weapons; G, any faults in the CCTV; H, any refusal in the sale of alcohol; I, any visit made by a relevant authority or emergency services. Number 6, notices will be prominently displayed by the entry/exit door and point of sale as appropriate, advising customers of the following: A, that CCTV and Challenge 25 are in operation. B, advising customers of the provision of the Licence Act regarding underage and proxy sales. C, of the permitted hours for licensable activities and the operating times of the premises. And D, to respect residents, leave quietly, not to loiter outside premises or in the vicinity, and dispose of litter legally. Public safety. Number 1. A fire risk assessment and emergency plan will be prepared and regularly reviewed. All staff will receive appropriate fire safety training and refresher training. The prevention of public nuisance. Number 1. No noise generated on the premises or equipment shall emanate from the premises, nor vibrations be transmitted through the structure of the premises, which gives rise to a nuisance. Number 2. Soundproofing by a qualified acoustic engineer to be installed so as to reduce the noise emanating from the venue. Number 3. A noise limiter shall be in use to ensure that any noise emanating from the speakers does not cause nuisance to nearby residents. Number 4. Windows and doors must be closed during regular entertainment to prevent the transmission of noise. Number 5. A dispersal policy to be provided to and approved by the antisocial behaviour and environmental team of the council. Number 6. There shall be no admittance or readmittance to the premises after an hour before closing time. Number 7. Delivery drivers and staff shall be instructed to respect the needs of local residents, including A. Entering and leaving their vehicles quietly and considerately at the designated area of the premises. B. Not leaving their vehicle engines running. C. Ensuring that any recorded music being played in their vehicle is kept to a low volume at the premises. D. Parking their vehicles considerately. E. Use any smoking area quietly when on a smoking break. And F. Leaving the premises quietly at the end of their shift. Number 8. The front of the premises shall be kept tidy at all times and swept at close. Number 9. Relevant notices will be prominently displayed by the entry-exit door at the point of sale as appropriate. Number 10. No incoming deliveries or disposal of waste shall take place between 2000 hours and 0800 hours. Number 11. An incident book shall be kept at the premises and made available to the police or responsible authorities. Number 12. A contact number for the premises shall be available if required upon request to the police, any other responsible authority, or any other local resident to express any concern caused by the operation of the premises. Any complaints and the outcome will be recorded in the incident book. Right of appeal. The relevant applicant for the premises licence or any other persons who made relevant representation to the application may appeal against the council decision to the Justice Clerk at Uxbridge Magistrates Court. Such an appeal may be brought within 21 days of receipt of this decision notice. No decision made by the council will have effect during the time period within which an appeal may be brought and until such a time as any appeal has been determined or abandoned. The subcommittee advises as a comfort to residents and warning to the licensee that the licence may be reviewed and could potentially be revoked if licence conditions are not adhered to and or if the premises are managed in a manner which does not uphold the licensing objectives. You will have been deemed to have received this decision letter 2 days after the date of the accompanying letter, which will be posted by first-class mail. I'd like to thank everyone who took part in today's proceedings. This concludes the decision of the licensing subcommittee. Thank you.